Many a times we lack motivation and tend to always want people to motivate us to take action and do certain things. But in real life, in real sense, we're only building the weaker versions of ourselves. What's up guys, welcome back to yet another episode of Words from My Pocket. In today's video, I'll be talking about self-reflection. You might be wondering what brought about this topic, self-reflection. I had to sit back with most of my friends and my mentees. I got asked a series of questions. One of the questions I was asked that actually drew my attention was, how do you handle certain things? How do you tend to handle them rightly? How do you tend to manage your risk? What kind of mindset do you use when you're trading, when you're answering certain questions, or how you react to certain things? You just tend to act smoothly like you planned for it. But the thing is, most times when I answer all these questions, or when I act the way I act, I don't just act them. I go back and I have a reflection of what happened, how did I react, and all of those things. The truth is, our society, or the society in which we live in today, and the way it's being set up, is building and creating weak people and individuals. And everybody is conscious of the things they say, the jokes they put out there, the words they even say to you, advices they give to you, or advice they give to you. Now, most people will not want to come and say certain things because they know if they say it, in as much as it's the truth, how would you react to it? Would you handle it properly? Would you just overreact, and would you just act irrational? Now, I go back when something is being said to me, or when I react, or I feel I've overreacted, I tend to just go back, sit and relax, ponder on it, check myself. Where am I not getting it right? Where am I getting it wrong? The biggest deceit we'll ever do to ourselves is the self-deceit. In as much as you can tell lies to people and all those things, but the biggest harm anybody could do to themselves is lying to themselves. You won't just want to lie to yourself. Now, you ask yourself, you go back home and relax. Ask yourself these questions. How do you react to things when you're being told certain things? Do you just go back home and start feeling less of yourself? For instance, I would use trading because of the group of people I'm around, or the set of people around me are more of traders and business people. So, but I'll use trading as an example here. As a trader, how do you react when somebody walks up to you and tell you you're not a trader or you're not profitable? Now, do you go back home and start feeling less of yourself? Do you go back home and start seeing yourself as a failure? Or do you go back home and start working towards being the better versions of yourself? Or then to go home and start trying to improve your trading skill? Now, a lot of people find themselves picking offense when they're being told hurtful things. You hear me a lot of times say, embrace hardship. I'm not saying you should go out there and just start picking trash from people and all those things. No, I'm not saying you should go outside there and just displease yourself. No, but I'm saying chin them up, all those things. You will hear hurtful words. Take out the vital information from there and try to improve. Now, a lot of times I've heard things like, hey, dude, you have a shitty mindset, and the person is like, oh, this person doesn't like me. And either the person starts avoiding you or anything. Or you see, it could even be a family member where you walk up to any of your siblings and you say, oh, what you did, you're wrong. The person is like, oh, you're supposed to be supporting me and taking my side, and how come you're against me? Now the person feels attacked. Now when the person feels attacked, he tries to start defending himself. No, I'm not this, I'm not. But in real sense, you have all those traces of that thing that person complained about. So you need to just go back and work on yourself. This is not, whatever I talk about here are things I've been through and things I've experienced. I've also done certain things like that. It got to a point in my life where I was very soft. Any joke you threw at me at that point, I was so weak that little things get to me, and I'm like, you tell me, Echo, you are poor. I start feeling bad. Oh yeah, because I had several drawdowns and now I don't have money on me, and how would you talk to me like that? I started feeling less of myself. But then I sat back to realize that, okay, this thing that this person is saying, how do I change it? Now, there are two ways to this thing. Most times people tend to want to prove a point, right? And now it's hurtful when you're trying to prove a point to someone and you keep going down the drain, like all your efforts keep going down, right? So it is important that you have self-reflection. Go back home, ponder on everything you want to be, what you want to become. Think about it, filter the information from the noise, and try to improve on yourself. Thanks for watching this video.